mistake this for the path.
Yes, and then things can spawn in here and, be dangerous.
Yeah, but we'll just wall it up. I mean, this is obviously not an anything.
Okay, that's walled off.
Yeah, I walled off anything that only went like 1 to 2 blocks.
Maybe it's back this way. Oh, I see. You walled that off too, didn't you?
Yeah, but it's communist.
Well, definitely not through here, is it? Because that's all lava.
I have no idea where you went. Oh, this looks familiar.
Well, it ought to.
This, however, is a dead end as well, isn't it? No, wait, this might not be a dead end. I found things.
Things to make us go.
Yes. My friend, when he started watching Star Trek for the first time, got to that episode and was like, what in the hell did I just watch?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's the standard reaction.
That's the correct reaction.
I think this is actually the exit.
Oh.
I'm not sure.
I mean, it should be somewhere in the area.
Steps leading up.
That's usually a good sign.
Or it could be a natural formation that is tricking me.
Also, always possible.
Yep, this is it. I think. I'll find out.
I must have missed the steps.
Yeah, it was actually back in, well, assuming this is the right way. Yeah, this is the right way. I remember all this shit. Yeah, this is to the original house, isn't it? Alright, hold on, I'll head back and...
That's the easiest way out of here.
Yeah.
We could actually probably, proceed along the tunnel farther and make a more logical crossover point, but,
Well, the actual house is northwest of here.
East.
Northeast of here. But anyway, hey, at least we have a route.
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah, we should probably get, steps to our house. Or at least a tunnel leading to somewhere under our main house.
I heard a sheep.
There's a lot of sheep here.
Why is there a horse here?
What the fuck happened? We have saddles. There's 2 horses.
I don't like horses.
Well,
They control like boats with
they
legs.
do. Horses, boats of the land.
I could swear we made that joke before.
I'm sure we did. We make the same joke about every 5, 6 episodes.
Well, you do more than I do.
I really want to turn all of this into, like, either smooth stone or some type of decorative stone. Just all of the ground. We could probably...
That's nuts.
Yeah, it's not going to happen either because of the amount of work it would take.
No, but you would sure cheat the hell out of doing it.
I sure would.
Well, hey, we made it back to the original house, finally.
We did, so... What are we gonna do? I mean, do we want to build a,
Why did we come back here anyway?
I don't know. I think it originally was gonna be building a railway. And we could do that now in theory, but we'd probably be better suited for figuring out where we want the actual entrance to be first.
Okay, so the problem is the driveway to the temple points south.
Mm-hmm.
Which means it points in almost literally exactly the opposite direction from the house.
Oh, we can work with
any
that.
rail system we make is going to be extremely stupid.
Well, that was a given anyway. I mean, let's be honest here. We're making it. Actually, we have less iron than I thought.
No, I'm still hoping for the that portal mod to be updated.
Yeah.
And we can put that in, and then at the end of the driveway, we just put in a Stargate.
Yeah, actually, that's a good idea.
Because that would look pretty cool.
So we know how to get back to the water temple if we really need to.
Yeah. It's not like we really have anything there that's important.
Yeah, so we can wait until, once we have the portal mod, we can do something with it.
Although I should have brought some of that sand back with so we could start cooking glass for the seawall.
That's true. Well, I put about 40 stacks of sand in the other room.
Ah. Well, you could totally start cooking that.
Alright. How much coal do we have?
Hell if I know.
Well, I've got 36 here. It only takes 8 to cook a stack of 64. So...
You also realize we have, like, ready access to lava.
we do.
And as you've pointed out, more iron than we could ever conceivably use.
It turns out we have less than I believed.
Oh. What'd you do with it all?
I think it got turned into mistakes. Much like most of our creations. And we got a lot of gold and...
You can't make buckets out of gold.
that's true. You should be able to. It should be able to hold like twice as much.
And I can't imagine a gold bucket would actually be all that useful since gold's so much less durable.
Yeah. Well, we've got 46 blocks of glass in here. That's probably not enough.
No, I don't think it is.
But we've got 5 furnaces currently cooking glass, and once the other one is done with the potato iron, we'll be able to...
The potato iron?
Yes, potato iron. Alright. How are these?
Potato
Are all the chickens
iron.
in here dead? There's still those chickens up there constantly making horrible little chicken babies. Or eggs.
I mean, they shouldn't die.
No, they're not. They're just up there, breeding. Or at least making food. Ah, good. The cows grew up. Die.
The cows grew up. Die.
Yay. That's a nice little pile of steak, and apparently one of the cows pooped a cobblestone.
I don't think it's supposed to work that way.
I'm sure it doesn't. I'm sure it doesn't. Alright. So, let me put that in there. We do have some TNT.
I know.
And it's probably a bad idea for me to touch that, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah, probably so.
Alright, so now the question... yeah, so what should we do? We could expand this house.
But why?
Yeah, because we have a better house. This is honest. The problem is going to be we're going to have to, like, rebuild most of our shit once we get there elsewhere.
On the other hand, we're pretty, practiced in doing so.
Yeah. I may even just do that off camera, because why bother?
Yeah, they watched us build the stuff one time.
Yeah, and it was awkward and took ages and wasn't that interesting.
We may have to leave Wilbur here, I'm sorry to say.
Yeah, unless I wanted to...
It'd be difficult to transport him.
I could always build the minecart track specifically for moving Wilbur.
I mean, I guess that would be a project. How would you get Wilbur into it?
Animals will actually jump in minecarts on their own.
Oh, well, that's convenient.
Yeah, I mean, we could actually move all of this shit fairly easily with
We
an
don't need to
infinite
move the
number...
cows or the chickens.
No,
This
we
isn't
don't.
Cartoon Network. We don't need cow and chicken.
No. So... I mean, we've got plenty of shit, honestly. We've done fairly well. I think we should come up with a new extreme project.
Okay, such as?
I have no idea. Either... Well, either finish walling off the sea bed, then...
With glass, you mean?
Yeah, with glass. Which could take absolutely forever.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I don't know. The minecart track is not that... Once we've moved all of our shit there, we're not really going to be coming back here that much.
One thing I kind of want to do is go back to the temple and build an airlock. So that when the seawall is in place, we can actually, like, get out into the ocean without flooding everything.
That's a good idea, but we're going to need a lot more wall before we can do that.
Well, no, you put the airlock in first and you build the wall around it.
Yeah.
Did you ever look up how to make the sea lanterns?
Yeah, let me look that up.
So that would be a no.
Well, no, because I am looking it up now. That means I did eventually look it up.
You know, I still have my bow and arrow, right?
Yes. Alright, so the sea lantern is made out of 4 prismarine shards in the corner, and the rest are prismarine crystals.
We don't have any of those, do we?
They're all in a chest back at the undersea base.
What drops the prismarine crystals?
I believe both that shit comes from, Guardians and Elder Guardians. And prismarine shards are dropped by Guardians and Elder Guardians. So maybe we should start working on that farming machine for, Hey, I just had an idea.
Yeah.
Alright, now we do have to enclose an area in the blocks from the undersea temple to build spawners.
Well, don't we have to actually be in the temple area?
Yes, it also has to be within the temple area. The properties for spawning the Guardians and Elder Guardians, or at least the Guardians, is they have to be confined in a box, or they have to be in water near, I think, a certain number of blocks from blocks that make up the undersea temple.
Uh-huh.
So my thought is, we each take one side of the temple. We take out the supports because they do nothing. So we can use the supports under the temple for building materials without ruining it aesthetically.
Mm-hmm.
And then we use that to build, or each take a turn building a guardian spawner and see how they turn out.
So the first thing we would probably need to do is just build a test rig to, figure out the basic requirements.
I actually have a fairly good idea of that because I was playing around with it. And what the main requirements I've seen are, or the best way to do it that I've seen is, you build a box in the air. The top of it will have still blocks of water. The rest of it is just like 2 blocks of running water held still by signs. Or it might be 4 blocks of running water. And the running water will just drop the Guardians out onto the ground and kill them.
Mm-hmm. How far do you have to drop them to get them to die?
Same as everything else. I think between 24 and 25.
I thought they had more hit points.
They might. So I would suggest we come up with creative solutions. Perhaps lava should be involved.
Well, my experience with the skeletons recently showed that some mobs will not actually fall through a lava blade.
Yeah.
They just sit on top of it until they burn up, and that would also burn up the drops.
And the fish do, and the fish do swim, so they would probably try and stay on top. So
that won't work.
So we should experiment first with dropping fish to their death.
Right. That's kind of what I'm saying. We need to, we need to build a test rig just to figure out the mechanics, and then exploit from there.
Yes, I'm going to grab an obscene number of buckets.
Yeah, I was gonna actually do the same.
Well, I've got 7. That should be enough. So we'll have to figure out how to get back to that temple.
That's not difficult.
Yeah, especially now that you've found the route, we know how to actually get at the.
Do we need to bring anything back with us before we leave?
Don't believe so. I'm gonna grab some glass.
Oh, I know what we need. We probably should bring some beds.
That is a very good idea.
I mean, it's not like we need to sleep, but
yeah,
the option is nice.
I'm gonna. You know what? Maybe it would be smart to bring a. Well, it's not like cobble's hard to get. I can make a furnace there. Put these signs in here. Actually, no, I kind of need signs for this, don't I? They disappeared fast.
That's weird.
I'm probably missing them. There's so much shit that's just poorly organized in this chest. I'll just grab a pile of, not nether brick, wood.